Hi, welcome to Petra's Happy Place. Today we are going to do another Monday yarn highlight. Today the topic is going to be shawl in a ball. I know a lot of you have worked with this before. Make sure that you see can you see that? Shawl in the ball. So a lot of you have worked with this before, and I have read a lot of reviews that talk about how people love it and that it goes a long way and it's really nice. Let me read to you the content here. 58% cotton, 39% acrylic, 3% other fiber. It is 5.3 ounces, 150 grams, 518 yards, 473 meters. It is a medium, and it's recommending, boy, that's some small writing, a J hook, and it looks like 5mm needles. Machine wash, gentle dry, lay flat to dry. And there you go. Now, I am telling you, I'm going to be learning these symbols, and one day I'm going to be talking about all those different symbols for the care instructions, okay? So, when they had their sale, I went ahead and got all those, what was it, 10 for 10 or 5 for 10? I can't remember how much it was. So I don't remember how much these shawl in the balls run normally. All I know is the sale price, okay? So I don't have anything to compare it to. Now I have been using this graceful green. I'm going to show you the colorway. It's basically greens, different shades of greens, and some light browns, like a cocoa color, with some tans and light beige. Is that coming across okay? So, as you can see, that has quite a bit of glitter in it, okay? It has glitter in it, where this other one does not. They're both shawl in a ball. One has glitter, one doesn't. Now, I can speak to this other colorway, which is Calming Desert, and it has oranges and pinks, purples, greens, tans, and looks like a taupey color, taupey gray. I'm just going to focus on this one. Even though the base of both of them, it feels exactly the same, the glitter part, the gold glitter part in this is what I want to address. So it's saying that it's a 4-weight. And in working with it, there are bits and pieces that might be 4-weight, but for the most part, this is a 3 through and through. I'm going to show you it worked up. I had pulled it thinking I'm going to use this yarn for that Secret Yarnery, the sweater that she's making, because this has a little bit of the hot pink in it. And I really like the yarn. I had enough of it to work up, and I thought, oh, it'll be kind of cute. I'm working it up. Now, I'm going to try to show you this certain area, okay? See if you can see the stitches there. You see how it's really thick? Okay. Then, just 2 down, they're like extra thin. Let's see here. I'm going to lay it like this on my hand. I think you'll be able to see it best like that. It goes from really thick to then really thin, almost as if there's none of that fuzzy stuff. I would say that the base of it is very much like Unforgettable in that way. The yarn itself is kind of like a boucle, I would say. It has the, I'm trying to think of the weave. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a weave to it, and it goes from thick to thin, real, I mean, within a centimeter, there's probably 3 or 4 of those. That looks like and feels like homespun. Obviously, homespun is a whole lot thicker than that, but kind of like homespun. Now, I've worked with homespun before, and I know there are people on both ends of the spectrum. Some love it, some hate it. I mean, there is no in between. There's a love-hate relationship with it. For a scarf, for a basic scarf with no pattern, particular pattern, I think homespun is great. Okay? But if you're going to do anything with a pattern, you can't see it for all the fuzz. This particular yarn, this Shawl in the Ball, in my opinion, is very similar to that. You cannot necessarily distinguish a pattern. I'm going to hold it up again. All I've done is double crochets. Okay, it's a long chain of double crochets. The drape is okay. I like the drape, but I don't like the yarn. I have tried several times to frog it. It frogs fine until you get to that fuzzy part, and then it rips. It rips. You know, when you try to pull it, it just shreds. Now, the only saving grace in the green that has that, the fuzzy in it, excuse me, what am I thinking of? The green one has the shimmer to it. That gold is completely woven through. So when you try to, you yank at it, it won't tear because of that gold strand. But when you get to a fuzzy part, the actual fibers rip. I don't like working with that. It frogs terribly. In fact, I got this far, just 2 rows in on that Tammy Lethbridge sweater, and as you can, oh goodness, as you can see, it's only two rows of double crochet, and I can't continue working with it. I might make scarves out of it, but I think it's one of those yarns that if you were to make something with it, you need to have another either fingering weight, a 1 or 2 possibly. If you want to make it really thick, you can put a 4 with it and use a much larger hook if you want to achieve those colors. But just to use it on its own, I am not impressed. I have all that yarn. I've been using it, and I kept thinking, I'm going to give it a second chance. I'm going to give it a second chance. I'm going to give it another chance. I'm not liking it. That is my personal opinion of Shawl in a Ball. If you have another opinion, a different opinion, I welcome it. Please put it in the comment section below. I'm going to show you on here. This shows the actual fibers really well. shows how it goes. It's almost like a wave pattern. And it's just, it looks pretty. It looks nice, and you would think it would work up nice. I love the colors, but for me, I'm not sure what I'm going to make with it. That's all I'm going to say. I have used a different one weight yarn with the green, and I like the way it's working up with that. That's a whole nother story. But I do like it if you can use a different yarn with it to give it the structure that it needs. On its own, I just don't like it. So there you have it. My opinion of Shawl and the Ball by Lion Brand. This is Petra. Thank you for watching. Have a yarny day. Bye-bye.